So we go from honey all in the wind straight to the lion's gate. Who the hell left the gate open? Let's talk about it.
Attention, star seeds. Attention, light workers. Attention, root workers. Attention, conjure doctors. Attention, nature-based faith practitioners. Attention, spiritualists. Attention, diviners. Attention, prophets. Attention, the spiritually eclectic. Attention for those seeking the road less traveled. This is time-sensitive cosmic information, so you might want to catch this. This is time-sensitive cosmic information that you can use in your prayers, manifestations, and other spirit works. Beam up now via this video or the audio link in this video's description box to get this on the fly esoteric wisdom. Beaming up now. Ashe emojibatu Olodumare Bobo Egungun Ara Orun Bobo Orisha for another day to bask in the goodness of Onile's sacred earth. Every day given is very special, and here are a few details, cosmic details, pertaining to how. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your early rising or your evening settling mystic forecast.
Ekule, if you're catching this in the evening time. Ekaro, if you're catching this in the early morning's rise. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, winding down your Wednesday night, August 7, 2024, with honey all in the wind. The day vibes on a 5 on your 7th Wednesday of summer solstice and the 3rd of Leo season. Tonight's moon is waxing in the house of Virgo, so put in that work because we're at the eve of the Lion's Gate. And this is your Mercury and Uranus ruled all y'all venerated Wednesday that we've been listening to the exotic mothers of song all day long. I'd like to give a shout out to everybody that's been supporting the Mothership and jamming out, adding it to your life and letting this cosmic groove saturate your being in the most positive of ways. And that's what it's here for, your 24/7 groove, to get some positive soul feeding music as well as some good sound spiritual teaching. But when the clock strikes 12 and Oya passes that time clock to her husband Shango, we are on your Jupiter ruled Shango venerated Thursday, your 888 Lion's Gate. And who left it open? Let's talk about it. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your 9 p.m. or 6 a.m. Mystic Forecast on Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9. Beam up.
Did you enjoy your astrology sip in the Malbec Planetarium? I hope so. Well, let's see how that energy expands when we take it inside for a deeper meaning with I Chings and Scarlet Serenes. That's www.poeticsinges.org/iiiCHINGSSRENES. I bet you won't meet me there tomorrow. Ashe.
And we're back. So in case you're just now joining us, I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and we are on the eve of the Lion's Gate. And those of you that are listening at 6 a.m., it is the Lion's Gate, 8/8/2024. That's a 888 energy on Shango's expansive, blazing Ojobo Thursday. And what does Shango do when he catches on fire? It expands, right? And this portal is wide open for the expansion of your divine territory and justice on all levels. As the moon tonight that's waxing in the Lion's Gate day is in the seventh house of Libra. And Libra is the scales that balance all justice. So if I may suggest, I would say for Lionsgate, put some type of prayer into the universe that you achieve justice and balance in every level of your life, from before you came to heaven to the moment you're standing here now, that all of your karmics be balanced out, that all of the pain you went through finds its divine purpose, and that everyone that did you dirty gets their divine justice. Balance on all levels, because 8 is a number of infinity, and infinity is when the bulbs of the 8 are both balanced. And this is one of those hidden perks of Leo season that I'm looking to make a national holiday, Lions Gate Prayer Day. And it's about courage, it's about having heart, it's about growing a backbone and being bold and asking asking the universe for what it is you wish to manifest. There's only one little thing. Whatever you ask the universe for, you better be ready to take care of it. Ashe, ashe, ashe. And yes, this Lionsgate is coming right in the middle of Leo season's second decan. So Jupiter is the turn up day. I'm sorry, Jupiter makes Thursday the turn up day for Sagittarius people because it's your ruling planet. And we are in the second decan of Leo season, which is half Sag. So we got a lot of expansive energy there as the Lion's Gate opens wide, wide, wide. So make sure you put yourself in a blissful state. Leave all those cares and worries behind so that they don't increase when the portal opens. And for many of you, the portal is open and it has been waiting for you to step through for a very long time. So if you have an anointing, if you have a calling, if you got a divine download that just won't leave you alone, now is the time to manifest that into reality. So may Shango bliss and bless each and every one of you with the fiery inner transformation needed to embrace all that you asked for when the Lion's Gate portal opens. We are still in the season of Sekhmet, the Lion of Justice, in the Kemetic way of the stars, and we're in the season of the Koa Nut, the 12 figures of African spirituality. And if you were born on August 8th, oh, you lucky dog, you, or should I say lucky lion, you were born on the Lion's Gate portal. So if you were born on August 8th, you are a special Leo indeed. And may the ancestors, the Lotomade, the Orishas, bless you with many, many more, filled with Bobo Ire. And what does Bobo Ire mean? Many blessings. But anywho, if you were born on August 8th, you have a very sensitive, intuitive nature with almost psychic powers. Everybody has psychic powers. It's just a matter of working your muscle. Just saying. You have fine executive ability, and you are particularly apt in handling people. Well, my mind just went to the gutter for a second. Third eye over sacral, Yansa. Third eye over sacral. Your personal desires and wishes are given preference in your family, and you are affectionate and sincere. Okay, all right. Okay, other 11 zodiac houses, haterade is non-alkaline. So you make sure that you are showing the Leos in your life some love as we turn up in our season. Because you know good and darn well that when your zodiac season rolls around, you're going to want the world to turn up with you. And you should. So do yourself a blessing, baby, and sow that good seed ahead of time. And while you're at it, learn more about the Leo in you. Study House 5 in your natal chart. Study your placements of Leo and the Sun. And you will find out more about the royal cat energy that is in you. And if you need some assistance with that, the Mothership does have its own guidance and mentorship hotline. And the number is going across the screen, 314-200-0368. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and when I come back, we're going to talk about these planetary retrogrades in conjunction with the wide open Lionsgate. Only on 222.9 The Mothership. internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. Thursday's Reds Jupiter expansion. E cheese. Sensual voices of the fathers. Sacral chakra healing. Iba Shango, Iba Dada, Iba Aganju. Welcome to Thursdays on the Mothership. 222.9. Beam up. And we're back. So, in case you're just now joining us, I'm iiiYansaje Muse, giving you the nighttime or 6 a.m. forecast on this Lionsgate. So, before we get to this Lionsgate portal, let's just take a quick look at all the planets that are working with this Lionsgate being open in retrograde energy. See, when planets go into retrograde, they're calling us into a space of reflection so that we can correct some things in order to move forward more efficiently. Retrogrades are not there to slow us down or to cause bad things to happen or anything like that. Retrogrades are places of reflection, and that can be hard when you live in a world that is pushing so far ahead. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to relax and reflect and get some things in order before moving forward, because life is a marathon. It is not a race. So when the heavens call you to pull back and sit down for a minute, do so. You will be glad you did. So we got Pluto in retrograde from May 2nd in Aquarius to October 12th in Capricorn. That deals a lot in the energy of carving out details, closing out old chapters, and stopping old things that aren't beneficial to your higher roads and your higher destinies in life. Okay? And that's going to affect Scorpios more than the other 11 houses. We got Saturn retrograding in Pisces from June 29th until November 15. And this one is the karmic justice one. Saturn in retrograde shatters a lot of delusions, delivers a lot of karma, balances out a lot of universal imbalances when it comes to the deeds of people. Because Saturn rules Saturday, but Saturn is the trickster planet that deals with karma, that deals with root chakra energy, that deals with our primal essence and keeping that in check. So with that, you want to check your inner crossroads, check your ego, and make sure that you are moving in divine obedience and not your ego self and not your fear self. And there are many rewards to spiritual mastery, and Saturn retrogrades affect Capricorns and Aquariuses more than the other 10 houses. Third out the gate, we got Neptune in retrograde, and Neptune is in retrograde from July 2nd into December 7th, and that is a heavy retrograde because Neptune done busted the moonwalk in her own house, Pisces. So that's going to affect Pisces people more than the other 12 houses, doubly so because Neptune is a Pisces ruled planet, and it's retrograding in its own house. Now, when Pisces goes into retrograde, a lot happens spiritually. Dreams get a lot more intense. You have to separate your spiritual downloads from things maybe them low things are telling you. You want to avoid, kind of vices right now, because you don't want to do too many vices anyway. But in a space of spiritual awakening, you kind of want to clear that space so that all the downloads that you're getting are organic and not chemically induced. Ashe, ashe. And then we've got Chiron retrograde that affects all 12 houses. That's retrograding in Aries, and that deals a lot with the wounded child. Okay? So deal with your wounded child as far as being forced to face your fear, your deepest fears, head on. So the circumstances in life are going to be so where you will have to come, everybody in all 12 houses will one way or the other have to come face to face with their deepest childhood fears. Okay? And then we got Mercury that just busted the moonwalk on us 2 days ago in Virgo. And we went in on August 5th. And this is going to affect Geminis and Virgos more than the other 10 houses. And we typically know the drill with Mercury retrograde and dealing with mishaps in communication, travel delays, estranged people, making their way back to see if they can re-enter your life. And you're being tested as to who to move forward with, who to make peace and keep closure, and who to not even entertain the thought of allowing to return. And you have all of these energies working together as the Lion's Gate opens. So it's kind of like good things to those who wait. But now that the portal is open, those that have been working with the retrograde energy can be a lot more specific in what we're praying for when the Lion's Gate opens. Okay? And this is a portal of spiritual transcendence, ascending into your divine royal energy from a spiritual place as opposed to an ego place, living in your spirit above your flesh. And by this being an 888 Lion's Gate, this is serious, serious business because the moon is waxing in Libra when this portal opens. So there will be a lot of justice. There will be a lot of cycles that will be permanently closed in the lives of many. So if you want to say something to someone, if you want to correct something, now would be the time. And that was kind of directed towards the karmics, because people who actually go through the portal, or should I say, and going through the portal in a more literal sense is about ascending more in the spirit, being in the world but not of the world. And blessings are in tow for people who have been doing this for a very, very long time. And when you go through that portal, there will be many things, habits, places that will never see your face again. And that's a good thing because it means that you're headed to higher heights. For those that are left behind, well, all I can say is it's never too late to begin your spiritual journey, but you don't want to try to tag yourself on to people that have done spiritual work that you didn't, without placing them, pretty much as your teacher. But when you have Mercury retrograde energy and then the Lion's Gate opening, there's a lot of people that are going to be trying to attach themselves to people who did their spirit work so that maybe they don't have to do it themselves. And that's not going to work because this portal is opening on a 888, a triple infinity energy on a justice moon. So happy Lion's Gate, and may the lions in all of you roar and manifest everything that you so, confirmation from spirit, so divinely deserve. I'm going to wet my whistle real quick, and when I come back, we are going to get to your Thursday Lionsgate Tarot read. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9. Beam up.
Before sight. Before sight of shells there were stanzas, stanzas of my soliloquies. Before sight of wisdom, before sight of worship, there was only my written word, Afoshe. Before sight of divination, before sight of Dafa, there were diaries, diaries in dozens. Before sight of revelation, before sight of reason, there were only my rhapsodomancies of rhyme, rearranged to rhythms of my lipstick-kissed alchemy, alchemies of my depths,
my valleys, my mountains, my visions, my empathies, my testimonies, my joys, my sorrows, my love. Before sight of awakening, before sight of airwaves, before sight of anointing, there were archives of my allegories. Before sight of clarity, before sight of conversion and clergy call, there were collections of my ink prints. Before sight of prophecy, before sight of priestesshood, there was poetry, poetries that bear my fruit. There was me. I painted this one all kinds of colors for you. Listen. So I slipped, fell down this rabbit hole. This rabbit was black, somewhere in the valley of my own thighs, the gate to my soul. The wisdom inside took a stroll on a stride, no watch, no time, just I and the ride. Side saddle, horseback, reverse cowgirl style. My stallion is black, I'm back for all I was robbed of, so put it in a sack, grinning from ear to ear like a purple Cheshire cat. So I slipped. Fell down the rabbit hole, this rabbit was black. Somewhere in the valley of my own thighs I dug up roots so deeply concealed, ancestral truths, and all they reveal. All I need to survive, the electric to thrive, the magic of bloodlines, the black honey from my hive taste so sweet. I keep the beat on my headphones to block out the jive. It's all inside. I slipped down my own rabbit hole. A tale to be told of diamonds and the hearts. I'm the queen, flipping tarot card soldiers. They talking when folks ask me what I see. I'm free. I hit a curve in the whirlwind where my hips spin, seeing love gagged and bound as all but a fairy tale. The putrid smell of cigarette butts keep you stuck in bad thinking. Tobacco sticks attached to karmic dick burns short like dynamite wicks impending implosion. I sweat black oil, I don't need lotion. I keep it moving in a spiral motion. This rabbit hole of my own potion eases my stressed nerves. In dreams I travel like birds. I spin round my own world on the axis of my curbs and affirmations off the verbs of my tongue. I speak, Mad Hatters run. SU has all the fun with the Tweedledees and Dums and even the ones with dashikis and drums. Too much free makes you dumb, so I'm reloaded. There's more on my tongue. Alligator peppered, spicily suggestion. The fleshing of the details my Cosmo cocktails find refreshing. Expression, my kryptonite. Truth, my colors. Words are my fix as airwaves are my HOV lanes. I put it in the mix. Others' intentions become my bag of tricks. Free to form prophecy and let them drip from my lips. Or expressions of divine rage. I lick my finger, turn the page. I let it burn cause I'm a sage. Low vibrations disengage. I'll taste my genius. Some call it crazed. I'm amazed. How the sun is shaded in amber while the sky is dipped in black. I drip in the last of mango-flavored fucks about the deserters that desire to come back. I go dry on opinions, get sticky for the facts. Tasty like paradise on parrot's ice on the last time I was alone on my back. Shit. I'm within. I can't run. I can't hide. Down, down, down this rabbit hole, I'm a Bonnie with no Clyde. I slipped where nothing slides, I'm an oracle, a circle with no sides. I'm a mountain lion, so there's no pride. I'm aging backwards, cause Father Time must like me, but why?
'cause I slipped down this rabbit hole between my thighs to discover all in which I'm divinely assigned. An iiiYansaje Muse abstract poem. Ashe.
And we're back. So, let's talk about this Lionsgate on this tarot read. And the first thing I'm seeing is the Seven of Pentacles inverted, which means you having to work so hard to achieve, baby, those days are over. I'm feeling there may be some blocks in your creativity because you're still resolving some pain, but the universe is saying you don't have to work so hard anymore with the Seven of Pentacles showing up inverted. I'm also seeing, as far as your enemies are concerned, all of their hard work to steal your manifestations and to steal your divine abundance was to no avail. And then here you see with the Six of Swords that somebody is making a getaway here at this Lionsgate. And this is also saying if you are dealing with people that are taking more than they're giving, cut your losses and roll away to a new space. Okay? And then the third card that shows up is the Hierophant. Okay? So your hard work, if you are on the positive side of the crossroad, it's time to stop working hard and work smart and step into your Hierophant position. If you are on the wrong side of the crossroad, all the energy you put towards somebody else's downfall is to no avail because they're getting the hell away from you. Okay? But there will be nowhere for you to run because this is a thing of justice. This Lionsgate is about justice. So many people will be taking their rightful thrones on this Lionsgate. And this is after coming out of dark nights of the soul. This also speaks to, on the karmic side, people on the wrong side of the crossroad. This also represents somebody who was in a high place and thought they had the authority to mess over somebody they shouldn't have. And they had to be reminded that their arms are too short to box with God, with the Nine of Swords showing up underneath. So, either way, dark nights of the soul leads to brighter days. This also speaks to someone who will be able to teach from their wisdom that they gained in this dark night of the soul if they would only surrender the ego. Then coming up underneath that is the Eight of Cups. So there's somebody in a high place that may be walking TF away. And as you can see, you got the sun and the moon looking over this person. So there's balance being made. And I'm glad that at least one eight showed up for the Lionsgate because, this is the Eight of Cups. So this represents the closing out of struggle, of chaos, of running and hiding, of people in high places trying to cause things on people because they're insecure and all that other poo in between. And I'm curious. I'm going to draw one more card before I flip the deck. Okay. And we got the Knight of Cups inverted. So somebody's attempt to re-love bomb somebody is going to be averted. So those of you that are on the right side of the crossroad, know that people who are trying to come back into your life to love bomb you for their own gain is not going to work. When you go through this portal of transcendence, the only way people will be able to access you is with the permission of the divine. And the divine is not allowing anyone to come to you with false motives. And underneath, you kind of knew this the whole time because this is high priestess energy and strength right underneath. So with this showing up at the bottom, the universe is letting you know, this Lionsgate, that your hard work, your perseverance, your quest to keep doing the right thing, none of those things went unnoticed. The universe just had to sweep some dust out your doorway before giving you some keys to some brand new doors and to a brand new life. All you have to be is willing to open and receive. All right, so there's my general message. Should you like a personal read, then by all means dial the number across the screen or hit the pin site link and book your session via live video or pre recorded with a 24-hour turnaround. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9. Beam up. Whether I simmer or whether I blaze, either way, I'm too hot. Shango. The Jupiter Collection, brought to you by the Mothership Mystic Boutique. All proceeds go to 222.9. The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. Thank you for joining me for this forecast. I certainly hope that you gain some things that will help divinely align not only your Jupiter ruled Shango venerated Thursday, but your Lion's Gate. And may your deepest manifestations come with many blessings and you be willing to pass them along. So, if you're listening at the 9 o'clock hour, then stay tuned for my Wednesday nightly vision of what love looks like. If you are listening or watching from Thursday Rising, then stay tuned for the Rising Bimbeta Shango before we get into your Lionsgate Funky Fire Starter Fathers of Song. And may Oya always bring you cool breezes of positive change. And remember, the sky's big enough for us all to be stars. And in the words of George Clinton, free your mind. Your ass will follow. This is 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. And if you have been enjoying the music, the mystics, and the mojo, then make sure that you do your part and sow your seed of support. You can do that through the Mothership Mystic Boutique. You can book a reading, purchase a book, or just drop a donation. Whatever floats your boat. This is 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Ashe.
Every day is special. Why not find out mystically how? This is the forecast on your Mystic Music Haven on the airwaves, 222.9, The Mothership. Beam up.